Well, well, well. They took me by surprise on this one. There are some Pokemon leaks that just happened, hot off the presses. Oakley dokley. Very excited to see your reaction to some of this. Yeah, me too actually. Let's get started then. So obviously a lot of this is going to be ZA themed because early copies have started to appear in the wild. But there's also a lot of Gen 10 stuff which I'm definitely interested in seeing. The Pede looks insane. Okay, this should be where things start to get interesting. Oh. Okay. Alright, well it's cool that it's so cropped. It's interesting, it certainly looks like a Mega, a bit, you know, Scolipede, but more. So weird we still get low quality leaks in 2025. Yeah. Okay, well I can't really pass judgment on that, but it looks interesting. Mega Feraligatr. Oh, now. Totar's my boy. Feraligatr is also my boy. Croconaw, not so much, but, you know, we love him for who he is. So, I want to see if they can do him justice. Okay, this is really reminding me of the one I just saw. It was just the Pokemon's normal face, but with a bunch more stuff around it. Okay, cool I guess, but I can't really see it, you know? Purported Mega Emboar. You know, that sure looks like Emboar. Yeah, I guess the fire is a bit bigger, and it has more elaborate markings around here. And a ponytail. Alright, if you say so. Mega Drampa. Okay, let me try that. This page doesn't exist. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, for goodness sake, and I can't look at Imager either because I'm in the UK. Oh, testing another link for UK. Oh, thank you. Boy, oh boy, that's a bit more intense than I would expect for Drampa. Cool, still not the best view of it. That looks like a fine Mega. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so some of these are speculative. Mega Meganium having flowers all up its neck, that's kind of amazing. It's a bit silly looking, but you know, Meganium's a silly little fella. We're okay with that. I think that's cute. Mega Zygarde, really? Yeah, I guess so. Well, it mainly just looks like complete form, so I don't know. Mega Feraligatr front view. Yes. Go on. What earth is going on with this? What is that? Is that on his neck or on his tail or what? Is it like hinged down over his face? Well, that seems underwhelming, if I'm being honest. It's a mask, yeah. They took this screenshot at a bad time in the animation. Okay, fair enough. Chandelure? Ooh. Ah! That looks really nice, actually. I like that. That seems very fitting for Mega Chandelure. Just make it more elaborate, more like an actual chandelier, you know? Cool. You know what? Brilliant. That's basically exactly what you would want. We're getting into leaks that aren't terribly cropped. Woohoo! Yeah, let's take a look at Scrafty now. Yeah, so they've made the shed skin more like an actual lizard's shed skin. Which, cool, I guess, but I don't know. Just making it white and more ragged, it kind of makes it feel like a downgrade, you know? Like with the original Scrafty, it's a bit more stylized. Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent on that. But, you know, it's a neat concept, but I don't really think it necessarily fits the Mega. Let's get a better view. Okay. It's surprisingly cool looking for Drampa. I mean, Drampa's just a big old softie, but this... I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just the attacking animation making it look more intense. Wow. Again, not the best angle, but yeah, that gives me more of an overall impression of it. It looks pretty cool. I think I'm still going to end up preferring the original, like with most Megas. But that, yeah, I'll somewhat withhold on my judgment until I get a better angle. Excuse me. So they are showing some love to Eternal Floette. They're actually going to make it an official Pokemon now, amazingly. Mega Frostlass. Okay, it's more like woman-shaped now. She's still got arms coming out of her head, but yeah, she's more of like a tall, slim, ominous figure. So sure, yeah, I think that's fitting. I think that looks cool enough. Yeah, I'm not going to have the hypest reactions because I'm not really a fan of Megas much in general. I'm only net positive on them because, by comparison, in retrospect to the other battle gimmicks they've done, these were by far the most creative ones. Alleged Starmie animation, okay. Mega Barbarical, are you serious? Alright, let's have a look at you then. No. No. Chat, is this real? Is this Mega Starmie? Do they really just give him longer legs? Well, I would say, what else would you do with Mega Starmie? What do you mean, what else would they do? They could do all kinds of things. They could make the star bigger, have more layers of stars, have them be different colours or something. That looks really stupid. I don't hate it. It is pretty funny, but yeah, not what I would have done. Though far be it from me to tell the multi-billion-dollar corporation what to do with themselves. Oh, okay. He like cosplays as Totodile, and then it pops open to reveal it's a mask. Those are extra arms. Oh, and he's got back things which look like Totodile's arms. That's an interesting concept. I wonder what their angle was with that. Because like there's got to be some reason that they would, like some thing that this relates to that would make them have this idea for it. All right, well I'll have to see it in color then. Mega Totodile, yeah. They made him Totodile because people love Totodile. Well, I mean, what person with taste wouldn't love Totodile? But I would rather the Mega actually be representative of the Pokemon itself rather than its Prevo. Mega Raichu. Right, Mega Barbarical. It's doing the sign of the horns. Yeah, more arms, why not? I mean, everyone knows the problem with Barbarical was it didn't have enough arms. Well, it looks like it's probably cool looking. Like, more cool looking than base Barbarical for sure. Make it Electros? Oh dear. Oh, okay, it's doing a Hydreigon, I guess. I mean, I think those are mouths? What else would they be? Mega Phalanx. Not one that I would really expect, but... Oh my goodness. By your powers combined. Okay, that's a fun idea. Them combining into one thing. Right, let's try and get a better look at Mega Emboar here. Okay. Yeah, I'd be sure. I mean, this doesn't... It really makes me think of this is what Emboar should have looked like to begin with, because it would have been a bit more interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't think adding a bit more stuff to Emboar would make it that much better. Would have made it that much better if it looked like this to begin with, but... Yeah, I like what it's going for, but it is still Emboar at the end of the day. Let's take a look at Excadrill. Oh boy! Does this also do the thing where it puts its hands and head thing together to make an even bigger drill? That's Meganium. Has it got like... It's got like little trouser legs, that's cute. Make a Pyroar? What? It's got like a furry aubergine on its head. Yeah, well that's not a very good view at all, so I can't really pass judgment. Mega Clefable? It's about time, as the counterpart to Mega Gengar. I guess that's a beret? Are those like bunny ears? I think that will probably look better in colour. Right now it's... Well, it took me a moment. I thought that was the head. Mega Mawil's stat buff. I'm interested in that because... What on earth? Oh... They've taken out abilities again. For pity's sake, why? It's not like abilities are too complicated. Well, that's stupid. No, that's lame. Why do they do this? I bet you can't have held items either. What on earth? Why has he got a telescope on his head? I don't know... okay. Don't know what that's about. Mega Eternal Floette. Yep, the flower's even bigger and more elaborate. Okay, cool. I mean, I think it fits for this to be one that the base Pokemon itself doesn't actually change. It's just its paraphernalia. Let's look at Mega Drampa. Yeah, so they've mainly, again, added more bits, and they've given it some black, like Mega Delphox. It looks pretty cool. It seems a little out of character for Drampa, but yeah, I would say that's actually kind of an improvement. Mega Feraligatr in battle. Okay, let's see our boy in colour. Right. Yeah... I see the concept. I don't really like it, to be honest. Because it doesn't really... It's got the shape of Totodile, but with the colour as well. Its head is red. That completely changes the look. So it doesn't really look like Totodile. I mean, like I said, I don't love the idea that much anyway, but I think having the head be red kind of spoils it. But also this part is supposed to be like part of its crest or like spines, so it makes sense for it to be red, but yeah. And that seems like an odd choice. There must be some significance behind this decision. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm guessing it can also put its stuff together to make a big drill. Okay, I mean, sure. Fair enough. Looks a little silly, but fair enough. Okay, so those bits are white. Okay, those are like electrics. Interesting. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. Oh, hey. Hey, UA. People are hating Mega Starmie, but I love it. I can see why they're hating it. I can see why you would love it as well. I would probably rather they didn't go that route with it, but it's funny enough for me to not hate it. I don't know why it has these secondary bodies on the side. Is that meant to be hagfish slime that's making it white? But why does it have extra bodies on the side that look like jet engines? Mega Phalanx? Ooh, Mega Skarmory. Let's go. Oh, that's amazing. That is actually so perfect. Yeah, there's nothing else they could have done for Mega Phalanx. That's just too perfect. It's cute. I like that, actually. Mega Skarmory. Why are his feet so big? So I'm guessing that's meant to be gold rather than just yellow. Cool, I guess. I think I still prefer the original. Right, Mega Barbaracle in colour. My goodness. Yeah, I think that is an improvement. You know, I don't despise Barbaracle like some people do. I think this just reads better. I think the black is an improvement over the brown. Just having more arms like that. Yeah, that just looks cooler, plain and simple. Mega Scolipede. Okay, let's have a look then. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's got like some big old armor plating on the front side then. The back is relatively unchanged. He got that horse armor. Again, I prefer the original, but that does look pretty cool. Okay, Mega Dragouge, here we go. Okay, so it's got some kind of... Yeah, so the like seaweedy parts are just extra large. Some kind of drapery going on. And it looks like antlers on its head. It's obviously not exactly antlers. Okay, that looks cool. Sure. I think Dragouge is a little underrated. I mean, I like seahorses and sea dragons by extension, but yeah, I never adored Dragouge's design. Yeah, I think that's a cool Mega. That's fine enough. Mega Dimensions DLC. New Megas. Absol Z? What? Oh no. Are they really... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, how can they possibly make another Mega Absol that comes close to the quality of the first one? That's easily the best Mega. It's not even close. Lucario and Garchomp though, I'm sure they could improve on the originals of those, but I mean, what else would they do? Mega Clefable. Right, let's get that colour. Oh no, no, the beret is the same colour as her skin. I mean, it really looks just more like a huge dollop of icing on her head. Okay, the wings work, obviously. I don't know why her ears are tube-shaped. Yeah, this looks kind of awkward with the beret being... Like, if it was a different colour, I think that would read a lot better. It is an odd shape for a beret, though. I guess it's meant to be hair. I don't know, my feelings are mixed. Yeah, I think if the hat was more... Like, assuming it is meant to be a beret and not a curling iron or something, if it was more beret-shaped, I think that would look really cute, actually. But this looks odd. Make a pyro, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, just more mane, just more hair, pile it on. Oh, it's meant to look like kanji, I guess. Meh. Let's get a proper look at Mega Starmie. No, you're not serious. And just insert cartoon running sound effects here. That looks so goofy. Okay, they were definitely going for the silly angle with this. This is what I was waiting for. I mean, I respect it. They're allowed to. We do a little trolling. They're allowed to do silly Pokemon from time to time, like Dudunsparce. Names for the Gen 10 games. Pokemon Wind and Waves. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean that sounds. I mean it sounds a little generic. That really works as version names. Like I always think they like what could they possibly do that they haven't done already at this point? But Wind and Waves, Scarlet and Violet, yeah, they're catchy. They fit together. Yeah, Wind and Waves just doesn't sound very exciting as themes though. Like waves are something you see in every Pokemon game. And wind, every time a flying type uses gust on you, I guess. Oh, and the location. Okay. Indonesia, okay. Okay, you know what, cool. Yeah, there was previously information about it being Greece. I was getting kind of tired of the Western ones, to be honest. Like, having Spain when we already had France, it's fine, I guess, but... Yeah, Greece was already a bit more exotic than that, but Indonesia, we're finally going back to Asia. That's more interesting, in fact. And yeah, I'm seeing the lots of potential for the waves here in between the islands. So it's probably going to be a more Alola type region. It gets crazier. Oh, okay. Vague descriptions of the legendaries. Okay. Storm package, wave package. Except only those humans who have correctly raised the seed Pokemon. So, Cosmog equivalent? Is it going to evolve into the legendary? Well, no, I don't know. That sounds more like a side quest. I mean, I don't think seed and then go package. A new mechanic or type. Seed. Its evolved appearance is said to have infinite variations. I don't know. I mean, that kind of just sounds like a specific Pokemon or class of Pokemon rather than a type, per se. The second Legends game was going to be set in Johto. Yeah, that is odd. Well, no. It was odd that they didn't do Univers because they just did Sinnoh. But there hasn't been a peep of actual Gen 5 remakes, so I guess fair enough. It would have been nice to explore the Univers mythology, like see the original dragon that split off into Reshiram and Zekrom and Kyurem. That was right there, and they didn't take it. Yeah, Kalow's definitely an interesting choice. Maybe they wanted an excuse to make more Megas because people are nostalgic for Megas now. Johto head seething. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been Let's Go Johto. Jungle Survival? Survival? Ooh. Okay, are we shaking things up even more then? That really is interesting, actually. I can't imagine that we're gonna go, like, too deep into survival mechanics. Like, having to eat food and stuff. I mean, I don't know, maybe we will have to, like, heal our character? Like, carry medical supplies for ourselves? Or, just use the potions? since they're all-purpose for Pokemon, they presumably work on humans as well. Procedurally generated maps. Oh my goodness, the Infinity theme, the region is technically infinite. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a side feature. Where instead of, you know, surfing out and finding a convenient ring of rocks preventing you from going further, or just an invisible wall, then you can actually go out and find stuff. That is an interesting idea. Scarlet and Violet scrapped trip events to Kalos. Ah! I did wonder. I guess they didn't do that because they did Legends ZA instead. Scrapped Gigantamax Nidoking. Oh my goodness. Why didn't they do that? That looks fairly cool, actually. And I'm very down on Dynamax, but Gmax was like fine, I guess. At least they actually made new designs for that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pokemon Legends 3. It's Gala. 1,000 years in the past. Oh, the first Gigantamax Pokeball. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Okay, so they're skipping around. Actually, they're not skipping around randomly. They're going Gen 4, 6, 8. Okay. I mean, sure. Gen 6 and 8 were on the lamer side, so, you know, flesh them out a bit more, I guess. But, man, I really want to see that original dragon, you know? Personally excited. Yeah, well, you're a weirdo, though. You like Sword and Shield. A multi-region game. Now, hang on. Able to walk from Sinnoh to Hoenn. Well, they're kind of at opposite ends, though. If they did a remake that was Kanto again, and Johto, then that would make more sense. Multi-region is a good way to tell if a leak is fake, because you know they're never going to do it. I don't know. I just don't really feel like it would be necessary. Like, one region is enough content for a game. I don't feel like they would want to do this to themselves. Yeah, goodness knows Game Freak struggle enough with one region these days, with game development being what it is now. And yeah, Hoenn and Sinnoh are at opposite ends of Japan, so I don't know why they would choose those to be in the same game. Multi-region game may have been cancelled. Oh, that didn't last long. Gen 10 screenshots. Ooh. Okay, that's presumably just concept art though. I know maybe it could look that good, but yeah, the Switch 2 is definitely capable of graphics like that, but I don't know if Game Freak is capable of graphics like that. I don't know, maybe that's just very flattering lighting, because that looks more on brand. Legends Johto details. Pokemon Tales of Then and Now. The protagonist who has fallen through time. Okay, do we really need to do that though? Right, yeah, so the Burn Tower was something that was an easy picking for Legends Johto. Yeah, we could have seen the original Pokemon that became the legendary beasts. But I don't know, I guess the point of that is that they could be anything. Legends Gala screenshots? What? What on earth is going on there? Me and the boys watching the giant purple boulder roll towards us. I would love to see this video clip. Goodness knows what that's all about. Yeah, okay, well, it looks like they are going for a nicer art style then. Legends Gala is inspired by Xenoblade. Oh, because they're British, you mean. This is an actual image they used to pitch the game. More info about the multi-region game. Multiplayer online game. I don't know about that, though. I mean, I know, I'm not an MMO guy. Lots of people are MMO guys, so I'm sure it would be popular. And because it's flipping Pokemon, of course it will be popular, regardless of how good it is. Yeah, I mean, there are multiple definitions of what an MMO could be. It could be like a thing where you go on quests together, or it could just be a thing where it's a dynamic world where you can see other players going about their business. Pikachu will be... What do you mean Pikachu will be redesigned? What do you mean? Oh. No. No, he's got a big bulbous head. And they made the eyes bigger for extra cuteness. Why? Yeah, no, that's... I don't like that. That looks weird. The profile view is fine, but they just made his head so round. Genuinely, why? I mean, the original Pikachu has already lost enough weight. He's not the original Pikachu anymore, I suppose, so why do they need to do that? How sad. Pikachu has fallen victim to his own fame and now has an eating disorder. Yeah, it seems like a pretty misguided attempt at redesigning him. Remakes made for Black and White onwards should have a lot more love and care put into them. Yeah, BDSP was very rushed, so they know full well that they goofed. So hopefully they do... Oh boy, Charizard is... What? What? Remodeling all Pokemon again. But the whole point of them making those 3D Pokemon was that they were future-proofing. I mean, yeah, they've had to update a few of them. They just did that for Charizard specifically. I mean, sure, yeah. A fair few of them could do with remodels to make them a bit more dynamic. The Gen 10 engine is apparently their excuse to redo everything again. But just having all the Pokemon in the game is apparently too much work. You can pet your Pokemon again! Finally! Man, I would love that. That was one of my favourite features in Gen 6 and 7. I can't believe they removed that, if I'm being honest. Okay, Wind and Wave will allow you to choose either action or turn-based combat. That's interesting. How are they going to balance it around being able to do both? I mean, I would rather just do turn-based personally. That's my preference in general, not just for Pokemon. Yeah, I wonder how they're going to manage that, you know. Oh, that was certainly interesting. They've got some interesting things in store. You know, it's interesting to look at all these things, but, you know, one wonders how much of this is actually going to make it to release and how much is just spitballing. Because some of that stuff was definitely concept art, and, like, concepts that they were pitching rather than things that are definitely going to be in the game, because, again, 2 regions, really? Like, is Game Freak really going to do that? The next Pokemon Presents will tell us that the company hates these ideas and is making Kanto remakes. Yeah, that's obviously what's going to happen.